Hey, Bill.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, how are you? We'll get started shortly, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hey, Daniel.
Hello, hello.
Hey, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. I don't think we're gonna have a big class tonight. It's Friday. So I'm just gonna go through some the markets today, how things did, and then I'll get you guys out of here quick, okay? All right. Let's see here. All right. One second.
I don't see the thank you.
All right. Okay, you guys see that there? You see the screen?
Yep, let's see it.
Okay. All right. So do you guys remember what we talked about last night? As far as the markets, equities, stocks?
In regards to
Yeah, as far as
trade lightly, it's seems like a downtrend right now.
Yep, trade lightly. We had a lot of selling. All right, so that basically continued today. Right, so the Dow came down today to over 200 points. So right here, S&P came down. They pulled up for the day, but they basically came down. The Nasdaq, a lot of selling here in the Nasdaq. All right, lots of selling in the Nasdaq came in, broke the support area right here. All right, broke the support area right here. And then the Russell also came down right to support. All right, so the VIX came down a bit. It's at 910, but we still want to be very careful, guys. Very careful with equities. Okay, we saw more sectors. Okay, so there are more sectors, guys, that are coming down. More sectors that are coming down. Okay, so be very, very careful. All right, be very, very careful with equities. All right. Let's take a look at Let's take a look at Forex. All right, let's take a look at Forex, a monster scalper. All right, on the short side. All right, so we
Yeah,
have a
David,
lot.
I've got a question on that we were discussing last night. Like the
Okay.
5 or 6 top trending pairs in the right-hand column, they all got short signals like 5 to 6 or 7 days ago. At what point does it get to be too late to jump on that ride?
That's a good question. All right, so let's take a look. That's a very good question. Let's find one. Oh, nasty. All right. We can take a look at this one here. So here was our signal here, guys, on the break of this support right here. All right, so ideally, that's our first trade right here. All right, ideally, that's our first trade. You know, I like it right here. That's the first trade. If you can get it anywhere near that support area near the buy signal, that's where you want to take your first trade. All right. If it gets down into this area here, all right, then you can still take the trade, but it's risky. It's very risky.
Why is it
All right.
risky?
What's that?
Why is it risky, Dave?
Well, let's take a look at the.
Now this is a downtrend, right, Dave?
Yeah, let's take a look at the uptrend. It might be easier for you guys to see. All right. So generally, you're going to have about 3 every time we trade, especially on basically any of the time frames. They don't go up forever. So you'll have about perhaps 2 or 3 opportunities to buy, okay, before the price starts to turn, before the trend starts to turn. Okay, so here was your first entry here in this case. First entry, second entry, third entry, fourth entry, and that's a pretty good trade here. Fourth entry, right? And once you start getting above 3 levels, okay, you can call these steps, 1, 2, 3 steps. Guess what? Price will tend to move the other direction, okay? So the later you get in the trade, the riskier it gets. Okay, so, and what if you want to think about it like this, right? So let's put it like this. It's always better to take the trade right at the break of that resistance. So here was our first entry right here. If you wanted to, your second entry would have been right here on the break of this resistance here. So your first entry would be the break of this resistance. That's where your buy signal came in. Second entry, so if you were late in getting into that position, you could get in here. But the longer you wait to get in, the riskier it becomes.
Yeah, you can see that as it goes up, it starts to turn right, like making a shift.
Yep. So they don't go up forever. All right. So just keep that in mind. The later you get in, or you can get in later, but it becomes a lot riskier. All right. Let's see here. So we could have bought here. All right, so right here, this would have been your last trade right here. So here is support here. This is where it closed the trade. It closed the trade right here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, basically, I wouldn't even count this, because if you bought here, here is your sell signal right here, okay, out of the trade. So we can't even count this. Okay, so 1, 2, basically 3 opportunities. Let's count this. We'll count this because it did go up here. So we'll put another resistance line right here. Okay, so here is the high right here. So Bill, to your question right here. So trade 1, trade 2, trade 3, trade 4. So yes, can you take a trade, right, after the buy signal, after the price has moved higher? Absolutely, you can do that. But just know that the more it goes, okay, moves higher, the riskier it gets, because you could get caught up in this area here. Even if you got in right here rather than right here, you missed a lot.
Right, you missed all that. So there's what I'm hearing is there's no real rule of thumb as to when it's too late to jump on. It's more like a case by case. And the reason I'm asking that is because I had to jump out of all my yen pairs last week, and that I started looking at all the top trending pairs, and they're all on the downtrend, but it just seems like it was kind of late to jump on so late.
Yeah, so it's all about your capital, right? So what happens, these pairs are always rotating, right? So you remember the pound pairs, the yen pairs were at the top, right?
Yeah.
Right, Bill?
Yep, I remember.
Yeah, so they were at the top, and you were in those pairs, right?
Yep.
And then they closed, but guess what? Those dollar pairs have been inching higher, right? So could you have been in those dollar pairs as they were moving higher in the trending indicator right here? Absolutely. But you would have been in a lot of trades. You might have been in 8 or 10 trades. Okay, so sometime, go ahead.
So so right now is late to jump on the USD. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think most of them have left the building, right?
Wow.
So this is what Kim did, and after you guys do this for a while, you'll get pretty savvy. So you'll get savvy at this. So this is what Kim did. So he got out of, which one was it? So he got out of dollar yen. So we were in the yen pair. So he got out of dollar yen right at the top. And then he turned around. He saw the move to the downside. And then he turned around and he got in on this red candle right here. Right? So he got the yen pairs up, right? He got the dollar yen up, right? But all of this, turned around, saw the move happening in here on the downside, and he got in. He got in actually here. Now he got in early. I wouldn't recommend this for new traders because he did not wait for a sell short signal right here. All right, he got in right here, but he saw what was happening. And he got
So he
in.
essentially split. He just reversed his position.
He reversed. That's what. Yeah, he reversed his position.
So when will you the USD the dollar and yen, when it's on a trend for short, when will you stop that? When will you kind of like sell out over here?
On this position here?
Yes.
Okay, so we would close the short position when the price breaks what?
When it breaks support.
No.
Oh, when it breaks resistance. Sorry, because it's going back down. Sorry.
Yeah, very good.
It's marked over here, right here. I see it. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So it would have to consolidate, right? Consolidate It's got a long way to go. This is moving average is going to come down. We need to have, we'll get new support and resistance lines, right? They'll come in kind of like this, right? We'll start to get white candles, green candle, break resistance, and then it will close the short trade to get out. So a lot has to happen here before we can get out of that trade. But that's basically what he did, Bill. So Bill, to your question, yeah, he switched it. All right, he switched it. So he went long, right? So he had the yen pairs, went long, saw the move happening. He got in early, saw the move happening, and went short. Went short in this area right here. Yeah.
Can you show us, Dave, an example of a USD pair that is starting to trend up, or that it would have been a good time to come in?
Trend up now from long from short to long.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, because they're all going down. That's what it is. The USDs are all going down right before they go back up.
Yes.
Okay. So we still got time. We got to wait until the downtrend is over to and then hop on an uptrend with the USD.
Yes.
So that's why right now is late for the USD.
Yes, it's too late. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, yeah, don't try to trade these. It's too late.
Dave, sorry to tell you, but the euro and USD, I hopped on that one at I want you to correct me though. I hop on the euro USD at 114.32. So tell me a little bit about that so I can learn. I hopped on the euro USD at 1.1432.
So this is the, okay, so the dollar, the euro dollar.
Yeah, when it was euro dollar, when it was heading, when it's heading down, basically.
Okay, so you got in at what price?
1.1413. Yeah, right around there.
And why did you get in this?
Based on my amateur judgment, I seen it as a downtrend. I didn't see that. I seen that it didn't have that much support. That much resistance on a downtrend when I was looking at it. So I don't know. I just
Okay. What time frame? What time frame are you trading it on?
I got on at the 30 minutes.
The 30-minute time frame?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let's USD. There.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's what I was looking at. Okay.
So here's the 30-minute. So you bought in. Oh, I see what I see what you're looking to do there.
1.1432.
Okay, so right here. Okay. I see what you're doing. We had I got a call from another trader, a text from another trader that were fairly new, just like you, Daniel. And she was looking to do the same thing. And so I had to explain to her what's happening here. All right. Great thinking. All right. It's a good idea. It's a good idea, right? And I know what you're looking at. And she was looking at the same thing. It's looking to break resistance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's looking to break resistance. But what's wrong with this?
I knew. I know. I'm entering a distribution.
Bingo.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's funny when I look at your monster scalper, I can see it so So
So Daniel, you were catching, you were going short on this? You were catching it going down?
No, he's
Yeah.
looking to go, he's looking to go up, right?
no, I was catching it while I was going down.
Oh, you're trading it short.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's still entering. It's breaking through resistance. It's still entering, and on the right side. When I was you see those two purple. You see those two purple lines right there. Yep. So it's basically, I was like, okay, it's gonna break through that, and I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna enter. I think I'm gonna enter a no man's land.
Okay, so I thought you were going long.
Oh no.
Okay. All right, so it's a bit different then. Okay, so you entered to go short here.
Yeah, I entered at 1.1413.
Okay.
So where is that at? 1.1413. 1.1413.
Right about here.
Oh, okay. That's where I
Right
entered. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So there you okay. Thank you so much. So now I'm gonna explain, Dave. So that it broke resistance, and then it landed right here at this bottom purple one on your left side. It's on my right side of my screen, I think. No, not there. Sorry. Yes. Okay, down, a little down, right there. Yeah. So I'm thinking if it breaks that selling, right? If it breaks that, it's gonna go all the way, or it's gonna head all the way long, because over here on the left, the green bar, there's no support or resistance. So its only choice is to go down if it breaks that. Unless
Okay.
I'm wrong.
Okay. We have to make it clear, right? It has to be clear, concise, easy,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So where is our buy signal? Our buy signal is, our sell short signal rather, is where? Here,
All the way
right?
at the top. Yep.
So we got a break of support,
Yep.
all right, on this candle here. So on this candle right here is our triangle right here. I know it's hard to see all these
I
red.
see it. Yep. I see
All
it.
right, now price. So this would have been our first entry
Okay.
right here, our first entry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, price came down, made a low here, and now it's trading between support and resistance here.
Exactly. That's what.
Okay. So you entered right in here. So your question to me is what?
So the question is, I know I entered, basically when I entered there, I actually entered in a kind of a in a support resistance area, right in the middle.
Okay.
And in order for me to, I'm hoping, this is where I'm seeing that is gonna break this support in the bottom, and is gonna go straight down. That's what I'm thinking. But that's my amateur thoughts, Dave. So I just it's gonna break that bottom purple where your mouse is right there. Yep. The bottom right there is gonna break through that, and it's gonna go down, continue to go down on a trend until it enters this left side of support, and this other support area here, and resistance area that's gonna slow down.
Oof, boy, hoping for a lot, huh?
Yeah, I know, but that's how.
Yo. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we do, right? We just, we hope it does this and we hope it does that, right? And we all do it. So let's, and this is a great example, right? So Daniel, let's see here, right? Let's remove your trade here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're gonna go back to Bill's question. Okay, So we're going to take your trade here and go back to Bill's question. All right. So this is your best trade right here. We know this. This is your best trade right here. That's it.
Got it.
That's it. This is your trade here. Anything, if you wanted to, this is not tradable. Just like when the price, we got to buy at resistance, sell at support. Okay, but we're only going to buy when in the markup phase, right? We're going to sell when the price breaks support. What phase are we in here? In the markdown phase, right? So if you wanted to get in, which is risky, because guess what? You should have sold short up here, right? So looking at this here, if you wanted to take a position, a second position, where would you take your second position?
When it breaks,
A break of what?
when it breaks that resistance.
No, if you
When it
wanted to take,
When it breaks
what
support.
way- yeah, when it breaks support, right?
Yeah, sorry. When it breaks support.
When it
No,
breaks
resistance is going up. I'm sorry.
yeah,
When it breaks support. So that would be all the way in the bottom, which is not even there yet.
yeah. Yeah, so you have to remember, guys, remember this, all right? And this is great. Great, guys. Remember, it has to break support for the sellers to be back in control.
Got it.
Right now,
So-
they're still in control. We know it's in the markdown phase. But if you wanted to add it to your position, it has to break support.
Yeah.
Trying to short it in here is too late.
Yeah.
Right? This was the trade. If the price kind of gets up in this area in here, guess what? We'll have to close that. If you've got a short position in here, guess what? Guess what? This can happen right here. If we took the trade here, got out anywhere in here, we'll make money. You short it in here, you get out here, you're gonna lose money.
Yep. So when I looked at your monster scalper, I seen that right there. I seen that. I just noticed that now. So thinking as a probability, if it breaks that support, Dave, which is like hoping for the best, because let's just say I took a trade there, and if it breaks that support, now will it go on a continuing trend straight down, because it doesn't have support on the left? There's no support on the green side to defend themselves. As best I can.
So let's see here. Yeah, we've got support over here. Right, we've got support. But again, yes, we've got support here.
Yeah, that bottom.
Right here, we've got support here, and then we've got support here. But that doesn't matter, right? We trade in just this. But yes, if it breaks support here, it could go to this area right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then all you would do is add. But ideally, back to your trade and to Bill's question, okay? How far do we have to let it go down before we get in? We don't want to be doing that. Yeah, we
Because
don't.
it's risky. It could go either direction now. On
Yeah,
some,
and you've missed the trade. If you've missed it, you've missed it, and just let it go.
got it.
All right. There'll be other trades. There'll be other opportunities. Okay.
Dave, I actually jumped on this when we got the text message. It wasn't, because I'm still trying to learn on catching trends. But when I got the text message, you said if you would like, you can jump on the EUR USD for a short time. And then I read the text message and I said, you know what, let me just give it a try to see what happens after looking at it. Yeah, and that's basically it.
This trade here, EUR USD? I don't think so. You sure it was this trade? I don't think it was this trade. I know we look the
So I got the text that said the euro, TRY, and then the USD
oh, I
TRY,
see what.
which is,
Oh, okay.
and they're the top trending. They're the ones that are, they're raining pips out of the sky right now, right?
Oh, you guys, okay. I see what you guys are. Okay. So this is here, you guys are referring to Forex Dominator. Yeah, that's different. That's different. That's on a wider time frame. That's on a weekly time frame. Yeah, so that's not Monster Scalper. That's these trades here, guys. That's these trades here. Yeah. That's on a weekly time frame. That's the big boy.
All right, so I got a question in that regard. Well, last night we were looking at I can't remember which one it was, Dave. We were looking at it at the two. Oh, it was the pound yen, and we had the sell signal early last week. I think it was Monday, and then when you switched it to the weekly, we got the buy signal. So if I had a position on a 240-minute chart, and then I looked over at the weekly and I said, well, it's a buy signal. Could I just decide to keep the trade and to sit on it for a long period, knowing that I was going to be in it for a while?
All right, 1 second, Bill.
Sure.
Let me change this. I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay, so 240 and the 240. All right, so Bill, what's your question?
So when we looked at the pound yen, we were talking about how we got the sell signal. I think it was on Monday, and then you switched the time frame to the weekly for the pound yen, and it showed.
No. The weekly is a totally different system. The weekly is Forex Dominator. That's the weekly time frame. See that?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that what we were looking at last night? Or were we just looking at the weekly scalper? I think we were just looking at the weekly scalper, Dave.
Okay, so what we were looking at is this. So this is, okay, follow me. This is pound yen on the 240.
Yep.
Long. And we did get a sell short signal right here.
Right.
On scalper short.
Now if you go to scalper long and just do the see, there it is. Yep.
Yeah. However, we are watching the monthly. Okay, we're watching the monthly for GBP JPY. But that's not our trading window. So don't pay a lot of attention to that.
Okay, so my question is just don't switch windows like that.
No.
Don't switch a strategy like that.
No, stay on your window, the 240. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You know, sometimes like Cam will look at the longer time frames. Okay. It's like riding a bike, right? You know, I've been doing this a while. Cam and some of the other traders, they can go back and forth, okay, on different time frames. I don't recommend you guys doing that. Okay?
Well, this is amateur night here. This is good. This is good for us.
Yeah, don't do that. As you get going, you'll be able to stay within your trading window, which is this. This is your trading window, All right, this is your trading window here. You want to stay within here. When you get good, you can go to the smaller time frames to see what's developing, or you can look at the longer time frame to see what's setting up on the longer time frame. But for new traders, you really want to stay within your time frame. Okay. Once you guys get experience, once you get really good at this, there's so many things you can do. Like I was talking about Kim, and Kim is on now. Hey Kim, where he switched his trade, right, from long to short, right, and he caught this move. So Bill, you were saying a lot of the dollar pairs have moved, and they're all trending down, and they're all up here, and you missed the move. Yes, you missed the move because guess what? You were in the pound pairs, and you did good. You were supposed to be in the pound pairs. Those were the leading pairs. Okay, you guys will know, right? You will know when new pairs are coming up, right? These pairs are always rotating. So what Cam did, and this only comes from experience, was he closed his long position, here. Notice that there was selling coming in the dollar pairs, and more specifically the dollar yen, and he got in right here. Kim, this is where you got in, right?
Yeah, here, let me give you the exact numbers. It was way up there at
The devil. Speaking of the devil, he must have heard his name. He must have heard his name and said, "I need to log on."
15,367.
All right, so 15. So what is it, Kim? 15 what?
367.
All right, so right here, guys, right here on this red candle is when he got in, right?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, no, the sell short signal came in right here. So Bill, when Cam got into this trade here, it was probably right down in this area in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And
I did notice we talked about last week what takes a while to go upward. I think Kim, you said that it always the downward trend happens so much quicker.
Yeah, when it comes to currencies and when it comes to individual stocks, they have a tendency to move down a lot faster than they move up. Fear is a greater emotion than grief, right, Dave?
Yep. Right, right.
It actually falls like a knife.
Yeah, and when you guys get really good, you'll be able to capture. I mean, this is a great trade here, right? All these are great trades. These are great opportunities. But remember, these pairs are always rotating. They'll go from long. You guys have to remember this. They'll go from long to short and back to long and back to short. All right. So the ones that are at the bottom here, you guys have to pay attention, because the ones that are at the bottom here, at some point in the future, they'll end up here. These pairs here, all these dollar pairs were at the bottom. They were at the bottom like this, right? That's not a good example. All right. So look here, look for a second here. Follow me for a second. Look here. Started at what? What's this area called? What's this? What's this area called?
Accumulation.
Accumulation. Very good, Anthony. Accumulation, markup, mark down. So what do you think will happen next here? What do you think will happen next here?
It can go up.
Mm-hmm.
because
And
the
what will happen before it goes up?
it'll give you a buy signal.
Okay, before that,
It'll consolidate or
what's the four market phases? market phases.
distribution.
No,
Oh, what the hell?
this distribution is up here.
Accumulation or reaccumulation?
Accumulation. Okay, accumulation. And then what happened? What comes after accumulation?
The break of resistance?
Okay, break of resistance. Very good, Stella. And then after that, what happens? What comes after that?
Reaccumulation.
No, what comes
Mark-
after that? Markup. Markup. Look here. Accumulation, broke resistance, markup, right? Distribution, markdown. Okay, so now now we should be now guess what? It's come down quite a bit. So Bill, back to your question, how far do we let it go? How far do we let it go down? We let it go down, let it do its thing if we've missed it. So let's go here. All right, so this is the same on the short side. All right, so we've missed it, right? Let's say we missed it here, and we're all down in this area here. We let it go, we do not trade it. Right? We've got to be patient. We let it go, let it do its thing. Look what's happening here. Right? It's formed a nice support. It's holding support. We shouldn't be shorting it all the way down here. This was your short. Your best short was up in this area here. So now you wait, and we're waiting for what? What are we waiting for?
Oh,
What are
we're
we
waiting to
waiting
see some consolidation or some white neutral candles before it'll either keep going or it won't. It'll either keep going to the downside or it won't. And if it doesn't, we're going to see some white neutral candles, right?
A break of resistance.
We want to see a break of resistance, and we want new buyers to come in. So we want to buy, remember guys, we want to buy low, sell high, right? So if we short, we want to short high, we want to short it when it's high, look to buy it, but we need proof that the buyers are in when it's low. So let's say you miss this. So Bill, you miss this right here. No big deal. No big deal. Right? We have to be patient. Let it do its thing. At some point, guys, I'm not a betting man, but I'm gonna bet that very soon all of these dollar pairs will be going back up. I can guarantee you that these dollar pairs, I don't know when, I can't tell you when, but I know the selling will stop, right? The buyers will come in and they'll go back up just like they did here. And guess what? The farther it goes down, right? The farther it goes down, the higher it goes up. So we just have to wait. So if we spotted it and we were able to take advantage of the down, great. If we weren't, we wait. We wait. We wait. So Daniel, we don't try to short it anymore in the redistribution phase. You know, Bill, we don't try to patch it all the way down here when it's, you know, when it's almost done. We wait for the next phase. That's why that chart is so important, the 4 market phases. It really is. It really is important. You guys see that? You see what I see there?
Yes.
So this is a good, this right here will keep you safe, right? This right here will help you get into the best trades, but guess what? By the time they get up in this area here, it's too late. You want to, by the time these pairs here, and this is the work that you guys have to do. This is the work. You will know if you're consistently in trades that are up in this area here, you're making money. That's how you know you're making money. And that's how you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do. All right. I can take the last three rotations. The last three rotations, and I'm gonna brag up on Cam right now. The last three rotations, right? And these are rotations. These pairs rotate, the market rotate. He has caught every single one. He caught the USD TRY, right? And it was right there. It was the top. And this is just an example for you guys. This is an example for you guys. USD TRY was the top leading pair long. All right. So he caught most of this trade here. It was the top leading pair. And he caught pound yen. Right. And a few more pairs. And it was pound yen. You guys remember this, right? Wasn't pound yen the top moving pair, top trending pair?
Yeah, last week it was.
Last week it was. And then the week before that, USD TRY was the top trending pair. You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and guess what? Now USD JPY is one of the top trending pairs. So if when we trade monster scalper, if you guys are not, and I keep talking about this forever, if you guys are not in these pairs, you're doing something wrong. And what you have to do, if you're not in these pairs, you're not catching the rotation, all right? And you're not focused on the rotation. You have to focus on the rotation. These pairs rotate. So if we get in at the tail end of the dollar pairs here, for example, we get in on the tail end of these pairs here, all right? And the rotation happens, guess what? We're stuck. You're stuck because you've got your capital tied up. If you guys get in, let's say for instance, and this is a great example. I'm glad we're doing this because you know sometimes it's good to keep your powder dry and wait. You know, as traders, we don't want to wait. And the cool thing is what we really want to do is this. What we really want to do, and we've got to be on the right side of this, right? But it takes patience. It takes patience. Well, I'll pick on Kim again. Really what we want to do is what he did, right? What we want to do is what he did with dollar yen. With dollar yen. Long, short, short, long, short. All right. And then what he can do is when this position closed, this trade closed, guess what? It's going to accumulate. While it's accumulating, guess what? There might be another group. that's setting up to go long or short. You guys see what's happening? Cam, you want any input on this, Cam? Because this is your trade.
Yeah. That trade I'm actually out of already.
You out of dollar yen?
Yeah, we looked at that on Thursday, and we were looking at that, and maybe I was looking at the wrong one, but I ended up getting out of that trade.
Okay. But you switched the trade, right? You switched it.
Yeah, so I was long first, then I was short, and I'm out of the short.
Well, he was long here, short here, right? And guess what? When you were long, was this up or down? This here, was it up or down? Were the yen pairs up?
When I was long, it was definitely up. You were saying that you had trouble trading the dollar yen because it chops around quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at it on a daily chart, it's like you have no idea what it's going to do. But looking at it on the 4 hour, basically what I did is just look for your buy signal, and that's when I entered my trade. And then when I exited is when I saw your sell signal, and I thought we saw a sell signal on the short position on Friday, not Friday, but on Thursday or either Monday.
Okay. So you guys, your homework for this weekend, all right? Your homework for this weekend is this. I want you guys to, with your systems, okay, or just pull up charts on the 240, right? And I want you guys to go through these charts and find the 4 phases. Find the 4 phases. Just go through charts, chart after chart after chart, and find the 4 phases. Right here, all right? What phase is this in? All right, start identifying what phase is this in, what phase is this in, and just go through this stuff. Okay, what phase is this in? All of them will be in the phase. The phases will be different to where the price is currently, but there will be a phase. What phase is this? What phase is this? All right, go through this stuff. All right, what phase is this? All right. And ideally, what you want to be doing is this. What you guys want to be doing is this. You want to know where these dollar pairs are, what phase these dollar pairs are in, and what is setting up. So if they're falling right now, you should know that, hey, they've come down from a high, right? They've come down from a high as a group. You might have a few exceptions, but as a group, you should know the last run in the dollar pairs have been bearish. They've been in the markdown phase, and currently they're accumulating. So you should make a mental note of that. You should always know what these pairs are doing. So you should make a mental note that the last run as a group was the markdown phase, and now they're in the accumulation phase, waiting to give buy signals. You should know that, hey, the yen pairs here just came from the markup phase, right? And now they're heading to the distribution phase. Okay, after a while, I know it's new, but after a while, you should know that That's how you're able to jump and catch these trades when they rotate, as they come from the top, from the bottom. As they come from the bottom, you're going to be looking for buy signals. Buy signals as they come up from the bottom, heading into the markup phase. And then you're going to be looking for shorts as they come from the top here, these top leaders here, right? You're going to be getting into the distribution phase, getting into the markdown phase. You guys should know and will know how these pairs are rotating, so you catch them right at the beginning. Whether you're going to go long, okay, in the markup phase, or guess what? Or short, right here in the markdown phase. This is how we do this. This is how we do this. We're constantly catching the rotations. Our opinion doesn't matter. When the dollar pairs, when the buying comes in, we stop the selling, the buyers come in, we'll know this will be blue, and we'll get in the markup phase. They repeat themselves, right? You guys have seen, how many rotations have you guys seen? Cam, how many rotations have you seen?
Oh, man. We saw so many with these things pushing up, and they push back down, they push back up, they push back down. And even if you look at them on a longer time frame, when you see the up and down moves, it's still within the actual trend of the currency pair. So you can get markups and you can get markdowns in an uptrend, and you can get it in a downtrend. The safest trades to make, obviously, is the long trades in an uptrend and the short trades in the downtrend. Those are the safest.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Yes, hello?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, so Cam, repeat that again.
The safest trades to make are long trades in the uptrend and short trades in the downtrend. Because when you're trying to call a top and something is trending up, you can get in big trouble, big trouble, because they can get away from you, and they can get away from you in a big way.
Yeah, I learned that yesterday.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking at pound euro, if you're looking at euro US dollar, those things, man, when you're wrong, boy, oh boy, you're really wrong.
Guys, I'll finish with this because I know it's Friday. All right. Okay. But Kim just mentioned that if we're wrong, this market doesn't care. It's very painful, right? It can be very painful. So right here was a sell signal to get out. And I know we keep going through this. On a breakout support, we got out, right? This is the move to the downside. This is the move to the downside. But we could be here. We have a choice. We have a choice. Right? We could be here, shorting it to the downside, or we could be here, right? Holding the bag here. We could be holding it here, or we could be shorting it here. All right? We have a choice. We have a choice. the way we need to reframe this, we need to reframe it. We want to be where the sellers are. Just think of it like this. And I try to come up with as many analogies as possible. But we really just want to be where the sellers are. Selling, 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 buying, buying, buying. Markup phase, markdown phase. And what we really want to do is wait, wait, wait. If we don't want to short it, if you don't want to short it, let it do its thing, let it fall, right? You will have an opportunity in the markup phase. There will always be a markup phase, always be a markdown phase, always be an accumulation phase, always be a distribution phase, always be a reaccumulation phase, always be a redistribution phase. Always, always. So we're not missing anything, right? There's no hurry. We can wait patiently for things to develop. And when we wait patiently, we make money. We make money. Let the price fall. What happens is this, guys, let the price fall. If we don't want to short it, let it fall. Right? It's like a rubber band. If it falls, guess what? It falls, we pull the rubber band, we pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it all the way down here. Guess what? What happens to a rubber band when you pull it? What happens to a rubber band when you stretch it, you pull it?
Gonna snap back.
Snap back. Same thing with price. We're gonna pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. All right, you're gonna snap back. Same thing here. Same thing here. We're gonna pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. It's gonna snap back. Here. Our job, guys, is to wait. The majority of your work will be waiting after you close your trade. So after you close your trade, right, you wait. You wait. You wait. So Bill, you close your trades? You did okay with your
Yeah,
trades,
yeah,
right?
I'm out of everything right now. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna wait for the next trend.
And you did okay, right?
Yeah, and you know, so much of that was just the learning experience how to scale up and wait for the next resistance to break. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So just wait. You wait. Just wait. No big deal. You wait. Even if you have to wait a couple of weeks, you wait for the next run. And you build your capital. You know, you build your capital, you have your account ready, you have your mindset ready, right? But we don't want to chase these. We don't want to chase them. That's when we lose. That's when we lose. All right. Anything else for me, guys? All right. I know it's been a busy week. A lot's going on in the market. Busy week. I think, boy, get ready. We'll have some big moves in Forex, right? Because things are being stretched. So just be patient. If you're not in these trades here, no big deal. No big deal, right? You'll have opportunities to get in, all right? So, hey, have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Sunday, okay?
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks,
All
Dave.
right. Take
Thanks,
care, guys.
Ken.
You guys later.
Bye.